we're going to adjust sort of the natural curves of the spine. So I'm going to turn to the side here. So normally it's natural for the low back to be arched, the upper back to be a bit rounded forward, and the neck to be a bit arched. This is how the curves of the spine carry us through gravity. But in this practice, we're going to change our natural position just a little bit. So we have the bottom of the pelvis, there's bony projections called the sits bones. And if you're sitting far forward, you're sort of in front of the sits bone. So you want to sort of tip the pubic bone up a little bit, and you'll feel these bones just pressing in a little bit harder towards the seat below you. So it's a little bit of a tilt, and what that tilt does is it flattens the low back curve just a little bit. So we'll keep this. The muscles that sort of engage to do that are a little bit the core muscles in the front of the belly. And then at the same time, we're going to take the attention to the sternum. And so the sternum is going to lift up just a little bit more than normal. And at the same time, we have the pubic bone tipped up a little bit. So the sits bones, we feel the sits bones carrying the weight. Now the sternum is lifted. So the shoulders, you don't have to pull them back. So our normal rounded upper back might be forward. The shoulders might be forward. All we're doing is lifting the sternum up. And this will involve engaging muscles, sort of the upper mid back, sort of below the shoulder blades and in the center. And then the last part of the spine, the cervical spine, just imagine like an axis running through the ears. And you're going to lift the chin and drop the chin, and the head is going to rotate about this axis. So when the chin is down, the back side of the neck is a bit lengthened, stretched out than it might normally be, so a little less arched. And as the chin lifts up, the neck arches. So this is sort of our base position. So we still have the curves in the spine, but they're not as strong as they might be without this attention.